During ESPN's College GameDay broadcast on Saturday, things took an unexpected turn when Bill Belichick apparently called Kirk Herbstreit live on air, right as the crew was discussing Belichick's rocky start at North Carolina. As Herbstreit passionately defended Belichick, saying the legendary coach was completely bought in despite UNC's 2-3 record and mounting off-field drama, his phone began to buzz. He showed the screen to Nick Saban and Pat McAfee, prompting McAfee to shout, "Answer that! He has to be watching right now." Herbstreit laughed it off, saying he couldn't answer, but admitted, yeah, he probably does have something to say. The awkwardly funny moment came as Game Day aired live from Eugene, Oregon, ahead of the Oregon-Indiana matchup. But beneath the humor lies a serious storyline: growing tension around Belichick's short tenure in Chapel Hill. Earlier in the week, Belichick released a statement reaffirming his commitment to UNC, saying he's dedicated to the program we're building here. UNC Athletic Director Bubba Cunningham echoed that sentiment, saying Belichick has the full support of the Department of Athletics and the university. However, ESPN insider Pete Thamel noted that such early season statements, just 5 games into Belichick's first year, suggest this could be a critical turning point. According to Thamel, sources around college football believe the relationship between Belichick and UNC could reach a crossroads after the season, depending on how things unfold. Thamel explained that UNC's massive roster overhaul, 70 new players, hasn't produced results, and that changes could be looming in the roster, staff, or front office. Otherwise, Belichick's time in Chapel Hill might be short-lived. At 73, Belichick is the oldest head coach in college football, and his NFL-style rebuild has yet to deliver. The Tar Heels are 0-3 against power conference opponents this season, with a brutal 87-point differential in those losses, tied for the most 25-point defeats in the FBS. During the segment, Nick Saban urged patience, saying, "Good coaches coach good players to play well. You've got to give people an opportunity to get the kind of players they want in the program before you judge." Pat McAfee, however, wasn't entirely sold, responding, "But coach, if you're patient with the wrong people, just like if you give the money to the wrong people." Saban's replies summed up the brutal nature of the business. Out of luck. The moment, part comedy, part tension, captured exactly where Belichick stands in his new college chapter. Under pressure, under scrutiny, and apparently watching closely enough to call in mid-debate.